Your early support of Vice President Biden helped him secure the path to the nomination, which I've already noted. But you've also said before that his selection of an African American woman, because he's already said that he's going to choose a woman, but you've gone on record as saying that Biden's selection of a black woman for VP was, quote, not a must. So I wonder, one, has your view on that changed given where we are and what's happening in the country right now? And two, have you talked with Vice President Biden recently about his thinking in terms of a running mate?
Well, you're right about that. That's exactly what I said. But I also said, but it would be a plus. It's not a must, but it would be a plus. That's what I believe. I've said that over and over again. I think that Joe Biden is going to give the kind of consideration to every woman that is out there that needs to be given, black, brown, and white. Michelle Lujan down in New Mexico is an outstanding woman. I understand her name has been put out there. In fact, I mentioned it before, and she's being vetted. I think that Kamala Harris is great. I think Stacey Abrams, Keisha Lance Bottoms, Val Demings, Karen Bass, Marsha Fudge, all these are outstanding women, and I think they will get their proper due. But I think it would be a mistake for us to say what must happen when we have no idea what will show up in the polling, what will show up in the vetting. The only thing that's a must in this process at this time is to win. That's the must. It'll be a plus to have an African American woman. It'll be a plus to have a Latina, and it'll be a plus to have a woman. But just remember, it will not be the first time. Sarah Payton turned out not to be a good choice when the vetting took place. We had the same problem with Geraldine Ferraro. She was an outstanding woman, but when they did the vetting of her, but didn't do proper vetting of her husband. And that turned out to be a problem. So what I want us to do is let everybody be considered, do the vetting, do the polling, and then after all that's done, then let your heart and your head take a look. I think he calls it simpatico. One of the first things that the voting public will see is whether or not the chemistry is there. Take the whole presidency of Bill Clinton and the vice presidency of Al Gore. A lot of people say that was a big mistake. Both of them from the same region of the country, they don't complement each other. But when they went before the public, they did complement each other. That's the kind of stuff that has to go into this. So what seems obvious sometimes may not be so when the public looks at it.
Right.
So a lot has to go into this choice. I don't want us to ever tell anybody what they must do. Let's tell them what they should do.
Well,